Can you believe I recorded the whole video again with my glasses on? I'm never going to learn. Never going to learn. Got to start going back to recording these in my car or something like that. Anyway, let's try this again. So, this is the video that I said I was going to do in a couple days, and it's now been a couple weeks. I don't know where the time's going. I don't know. I know where the time's going. It's just flying by. Like, I have been saying to myself every day for the past couple weeks, gotta do the video, gotta do the video. And it's just like, just one thing after another and just busy. And yeah, anyway, so here it is. Better late than never. Anyway, it is, what is it? What's today's date? I think it's middle July, July 21st, end of July. I kind of started this weight loss transformation, whatever you want to call it, at the beginning of June. I didn't start weighing myself until like the middle of June, and I'm going to go over my weight a little bit later in the video. But I got a couple tests done, tests that I've wanted to do in the past. I got them done at the beginning of June, and I wanted to use that as kind of like a benchmark for going forward. And what I'd like to do is get these tests done every 3 months. My estimate that this might take me about a year. We'll see as things go along. But you know, if I get these tests done every 3 months, hopefully show improvement or see the changes over time, more accurate than just taking my body weight really on a scale. I'm doing that also, but yeah, I really wanted to get these tests done. So this video is kind of like where I was at the beginning of this, even though I'm a month and a half in. Anyway, so the first test I got done was a DEXA scan, something I've always wanted to get done. A DEXA scan is a more accurate way of determining what your body fat percentage is as opposed to or compared to your lean body mass percentage. You can have, some scales do it, right? I think they have like sensors to go through your feet or whatever, but this is just a much better way of doing it. Now, in New Jersey, at least, you need a prescription in order to get a DEXA scan done. So this was going to require me to go to my doctor, get a prescription. I don't even know how you go about doing it. What was my reasoning for? My reasoning is just for knowledge, really. I'm pretty sure it wouldn't be covered under insurance. I'm guessing he could have given me a script for it, but I'd probably still pay for it. I don't really know. Anyway, I looked around online and I found, now this isn't a sponsored video or anything, but this website, I think you pronounce it Fitnessity, they work with facilities that perform various tests, one of which is a DEXA scan. There was a place that was not far from me, it's like 20 minutes away, that was in kind of their network or whatever. And basically what you do is you just go on and you pay for the test. So I paid for the DEXA scan, and they have like a network of doctors, and you answer a few questions, and then that doctor basically writes a script which gets sent to the place that you're going. And then so really you're paying the fee to get the test done, and it eliminates the need of having to go to a doctor or anything like that. So that worked out really well. Again, this isn't a sponsored video, but I'm going to use them again because it worked, and I want to just go to the same place like every 3 months when I do this. Anyway, I'm going to, I have my results printed out here. I'll probably put them up on the screen to go over with, and I might need my glasses for this. But anyway, there's several parts to this test, the DEXA scan. Kind of gonna go, let's go in this order. So starting out with, I guess the biggie is my body fat percentage. This came in at 31.8%. Now I'm not surprised at that at all. I'm going to talk about this a little bit more in the next test that I got done. But as of the time I got this done, I was not getting good sleep. I was not working out, overweight. I was drinking a lot, probably every night. I was a daily drinker, and I would have at least a drink or two, if not a lot more, every night. Um, so yeah, things weren't great for me fitness wise and health wise. So 31.8%. Uh, honestly, could have expected that to be even higher. So there are more details as you dig a little bit deeper here. Uh, they also showed your my BMI, and my BMI came in at 31.2. The BMI is, if I understand it correctly, it's just a calculation based on your height and your weight. Uh, what your body fat percentage is. So it can be inaccurate if, let's say, you have a lot of muscle mass. Then it's not differentiating between muscle and body fat, just taking your weight. But anyway, that came in at 31.2. Again, that's what I expected, if not worse. So as far as the various parts of your body, so this DEXA scan, you lay on the machine, and they have this scanner that goes all the way down your body, and it measures all different your body parts and different parts of your body and your fat versus lean mass percentage. So it has, it's like my waist, 7 pounds of fat, 10.2 pounds of lean mass. It goes over arms, hips, legs. So it gives the breakdown of all those. I don't know. None of the numbers. I mean, obviously, my like as a percentage, I think my waist fat is high compared to my lean body mass. Arms, not so much. Hips, yeah, that's what, 50%. Legs don't really seem to have as much fat. I guess as I thought. I thought that number would be higher. But anyway, at the bottom here it has your my fat mass, lean mass, bone mass. I'm not going to try to do the math in my head right now, but I remember this number, total mass, came out to about what I weighed myself at home before I went in. So those two things were in agreement. So yeah, so that's kind of the breakdown. Again, my body fat percentage 31.8, right? So that's the number I'm looking to get down. And with working out a lot, keep my lean mass percentage stable. Percentage or total? No, I like to keep the total percentage, but dieting is tough because you can lose muscle mass dieting. The last thing on this test, which I don't even know that didn't know that I was gonna get this number, is my bone density. I know that DEXA scans are used for determining bone density for like osteoporosis and things like that. Now mine came in at 2.2. I don't really know much about the numbers, but the scale at the bottom shows high bone density as 2, and mine is 2.2. If that's the Z-score, right? Z-score? Yeah, so anyway, I don't know. It looks good, I guess. It's high. So anyway, so that's the DEXA scan done by Fitnessity or through Fitnessity. I'm going to get that done, like I said, every 3 months. So I got it at the beginning of June. I would get it at the beginning of September. End of August, beginning of September would be 3 months. So anyway, that's that. The second test that I got done, again, another test that I've always wanted to do, was a testosterone blood test. I know that there were posts on my video for my first year on YouTube that people were claiming I was on testosterone replacement therapy or even steroids. But I have never been on testosterone replacement therapy or steroids. But I've never had the test done. So I was curious where I was. Now, again, like the DEXA scan, right? I'm coming off like really, really horrible lifestyle when it comes to testosterone, which is poor sleep, drinking alcohol, being overweight, not working out, stress. I don't know. I think stress is a huge, huge, huge factor, but I wouldn't say that necessarily stress was a big factor at the time. I feel like I probably am less stressed now. Anyway, but so my whole thing was the number that I got on this test, I was expecting to be lower than it could be, and that I had some room for improvement. Anyway, my number came back at, I'll just go over, I think this is total testosterone, right? 661. And looking over to the right, the reference interval 264 to 916. I don't know if that's like a normal range where it is, but anyway, that falls right kind of in the middle, basically. And I'm actually surprised. I'm actually surprised with that. I thought it would be on the lower. I'm 58 years old. I figured it would be lower than that. Plus, with the lifestyle that I was living, but that's exciting because that means I've got room for improvement, a lot of room for improvement, and I'm hoping that I can even drive that score up higher. Now, as far as like I said, people have claimed I was on TRT before or whatever. I looked it up, and I think your score has to be like in the 300 to 400 range, something like that, in order for a doctor to even consider putting you on TRT. And you also have to have symptoms. Like I have no symptoms, have never had symptoms that I know of, fatigue and whatever, that would indicate low testosterone. So there's never been a reason for me to think about it or look into it. But again, I've pretty much changed all those things that were affect testosterone. Sleep, right? So I'm getting to bed as early as I can these days, and I'm getting up at 4 a.m. like religiously, and I'm working out. So I'm hitting the weights really, really hard. I'm losing weight. I'll go over my weight where I am in just a minute, but I'm losing weight. So sleep is great. Workout, alcohol, gone, just gone. I'm not going to say that I'm never going to drink alcohol again, but the state that I'm in right now and the feeling I have right now is that it's not logical. It's a poison, and I have absolutely zero desire right now to have any alcohol. So, yeah, all those things together, I'm just excited to see. Oh, I also started on a supplement called Tonkat Ali. I looked that up. Some people have said that that's a possible natural way to help boost your testosterone. So yeah, I'm trying that. I'm trying that too, just to see. Anyway, so I don't really know a lot about these numbers on here. Albumin. I've heard of the sex hormone binding globulin, SHBG, right? I think is what they and free testosterone. All these numbers are, the mid interval. Nothing looks critical or alerted or out of range. So yeah, I am just seriously curious about where I can move the needle. Yeah, excited about that. Another quick thing, I got this done through LabCorp. Again, this is not a sponsored video. LabCorp actually reached out to me. They emailed me, seeing if I wanted to test or collaborate or something on the service they have. I think it's called LabCorp On Demand. So they sent me this email, and I was like, I've never really wanted to do any sponsored videos or just because I want something that I use legitimately. It would be the only thing that I would ever consider, and I'd never used this LabCorp On Demand. So again, this isn't sponsored, but I saw it. I figured, hey, let me just see what it's all about. So it's you download the app, and they have all these blood tests that you can just purchase, and I don't know if any of them need a prescription. It may be by state or locality, wherever you are. The testosterone test, I don't believe it needed anything. So it's not like Fitnicity where you had to get a prescription from a doctor. This was just, you do it right through LabCorp, purchase it. I went in on a Wednesday at 10 a.m. There was nobody there. The whole thing, I was in and out 15 minutes. The whole thing, the blood test, everything, gone. Now that was probably just luck on my part, but that went really smoothly. So I'm going to use them again. Again, not sponsored, but maybe in the future. Anyway, no. So the only downside to that one was that I think it came back saying my results were ready, but then when you click on it, there was nothing there. It didn't. I actually called, and they had to like post it to my account or something. I don't know. So there's like some manual process they had to do. So I don't know if that's just. I don't know if this is a new thing that they're doing, and they hadn't worked all the kinks out yet. But I mean, that's still not. I definitely use that again. So I'm going to be using Fitnessity and LabCorp to do these tests going forward. So again, that would be at the either end of August or beginning of September. Like end of August is cool because that coincides with my be 9 years for me on YouTube. So that is the snapshot of or benchmark for this chapter. My weight. Let me go over my weight real quick. All right, hopefully you can see this. So again, this is where I started. This is June, I don't know, 12th, 13th, something like that. Was really happy with this trend that I was on. And then here is our vacation at the shore, where I did okay at first, but then I let my diet go, and yeah, my weight shot up about, I think I gained about 8 pounds. But then look at this, like right after vacation, I just got right back. It's right back on the horse. Right back on the horse. And, you know, lost the weight that I had gained. And then, I don't know if you can see this, but this is my weight since then, right? So if you look at the trend of where I was, right, it's just I caught right back up. It's just like nothing, like this blip never even happened, which is really cool. So like I don't know what you know the time frame is when you overeat or you eat a lot of junk, whatever, and you know it shows up on the scale, you know. But if you correct it pretty quickly, it just doesn't stick. It doesn't turn into fat, and you can just get rid of it and get right back to where, right? So seriously happy about this. My weigh-in this morning, I was 185.9, which I'm really, really happy with. So I started around 204. So 184 would be 20 pounds. So I'm knocking on 20-pound loss already. So yeah, super excited about that. Anyway, I you know would love that by the time we get out here, which is August 21st, that I could break into the 170s. Like I remember a couple months ago, you know, actually more than a couple months ago now, more toward the beginning of the year, I was knocking on the doors like down around 182, whatever, and I never did get into the 170s. So that would be really, really cool. And like, so for anybody who doesn't know why like this chart ends August 21st, so all the way at that side is August 22nd, which is where I started on YouTube. I started this weight chart, so it ends August 21st over here. So anyway, that's my current weight, and yeah, doing well. All right, so that is my that's my benchmark video that kind of shows that snapshot of where I started at the beginning of June. Again, plan to get these tests done every 3 months, and yeah, excited, super excited, killing the workouts, feels good. And I'm also making progress on the gym. I say this every video. I made myself a checklist of things that I need to get done on the gym before I like make a video and show everything. And that you know, I'm looking at like around the end of August, so it'll be about when I'm doing my next set of tests. But also marks the end of 9 years, beginning of my 10th year on YouTube. So that'd be cool to do that. If I can get the gym done by the end of August, and it'd be more content that I can do, right? Not just me sitting in front of this chart. Anyway, that is it for now. I'm going to wrap up the video showing some video I took of myself. I believe this was either at the beginning of June or middle of June when I started tracking my weight. But either way, it's where I was when I started this. I already see an improvement in the mirror, but I'll wait to show that probably at the 3-month marks, you know, comparatively to where I was. Anyway, that is it. and I will talk to you next video.